my beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name's Janelle, and if you're not new, hi, my name's still Janelle. Thank you so much for being here. So today I'm super excited. I have for you guys a Q&A to celebrate 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. I just first want to start off by thanking each and every one of you guys that are subscribed. I seriously am so grateful, and I really never thought that this was actually going to be a thing. Like, I started this obviously in hopes that this would turn into something bigger, but didn't really imagine it happening that way and so fast. So thank you guys so much. I am seriously so just I'm so honored. I really am. So thank you for choosing to spend your time here on my channel with me. But yeah, before we get into the video, I do want to thank the sponsor of today's video, and that is Likewise. So if you guys have not heard of Likewise, Likewise is an app that gives you recommendations on movies, books, TV shows, and podcasts based on things you have already maybe listened to, read, or watched. I have had Likewise, I think, for about a year now, and I use it all the time. Anytime I am just I don't know what to read, I can type in there and you can ask in a chat and just say, hey, I need recommendations for, a good thriller or whatever. And you get responses so fast. People are just always on that app, and I absolutely love it. It has been a lifesaver for me, especially when I am in a reading slump and I have no idea what to read. Likewise has been a huge help. So I will leave Likewise linked in the description down below if you would like to download the app. So thank you again to Likewise for sponsoring today's video. So now getting into the Q&A. Also make sure to go follow my Instagram if you aren't already. I am doing a giveaway over there, and it is still open until September 30th at midnight. So essentially October 1st. If you're watching this before October 1st, you can enter in the giveaway. And if you're watching this after October 1st, I am really sorry, but I do a lot of giveaways on my channel. You'll get to the next one, I promise. But yes, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into some of these questions. Okay, so Audrey asked, what got you into reading? I have a lot of different answers for this, I feel like. As far as what got me into reading that's not a book, reading for me has always been an area of comfort for me. I actually noticed a lot when I was in premarital counseling that anytime there was a traumatic event or something really stressful that was happening in my life, especially in school, I was always going to the library. That was my escape. I was I'm going into somebody else's world that doesn't have these stresses, because I couldn't handle the stress. So I was I'm just gonna go into another world where that stress doesn't exist. But also my grandmother has an at-home library. And when I was younger, I used to go in there all the time and just stare at her bookshelves. I thought it was the most beautiful thing in the world. It was just so magical to me to have all those stories in one area, and I loved it. And so I just kind of became a bookworm. I think I was inspired by my grandma a little bit, and even now me and my grandma will meet for coffee, and she's always reading a new book. She finishes 3 books in a week like I do. So yeah, that's probably my grandma, and also reading is comfort. Okay, Lucy asked, what's a book you would love to read for the first time again? Definitely Kingdom of the Wicked. You guys already know that is my favorite, all-time favorite book. And I would die to read that for the first time again. I loved that book, and I'm really sad that I'll never have that first time experience again, but I also love that I know the characters the way that I do. So Liz asked, really random, but what color represents happiness to you? So this one's kind of easy. Yellow. So yellow is my favorite color, and one of the reasons that yellow is my favorite color is, to me, it's just such a happy color. I feel like you can't be sad wearing yellow, and if you are sad wearing yellow, please come talk to me and let's chat about why you're sad, and I want to make you feel better. Jordan asked, least favorite book of the year. That's definitely gonna have to be the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. If you guys have been watching my channel, you know that I hated that book. I mean, I despise that book. I can't. But I liked Malibu Rising, also by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So it wasn't Taylor Jenkins Reid that I hated. It was just the story of Evelyn Hugo that I hated. Okay, I also got a lot of questions about my booktube channel that I do want to ask. So Liz also asked, what was your goals starting this channel? My goal was to hit 1,000 subscribers before the 1 year mark, and I ended up hitting 1,000 subscribers at like the 10-month mark. So that has been really, really cool, and I am seriously so grateful. But also I really wanted to meet more friends through BookTube, and I feel like I did that. One of my best friends, Sydney, I met through YouTube. Like, she literally lives in a different state than I do, and we talk all the time, like we FaceTime, like it's so much fun. So another one was definitely to find some book community, which I definitely did, and I love my book community. And then Atalia also asked, is it hard to start a BookTube channel editing? Am I too old to start? No, it is not hard to start a BookTube channel. However, it is hard to start a BookTube career. That is something that I have learned through BookTube, is that starting a BookTube channel it's just a channel. You can upload when you want to upload, you can edit when you have time to edit, you can make whatever content you want. But when it comes to if you're wanting a BookTube career, that's a different question, because having a BookTube career, it takes consistency, it takes work, it takes, energy, it takes so much, but the payoff is so rewarding. So it's definitely worth all of the work that goes into that. And then also to answer your question, if you're too old to start, she mentions in here that she's 30 years old. No, you are not too old to start. I believe that you are not too old to start anything, that if there's something you want to chase after, do it. Like, nobody is stopping you except yourself. So like, go for it. If you want to start a BookTube channel, do it. I think that is an amazing thing, and just it's so rewarding. It's so much fun to have a BookTube channel. So no, you're not too old to start. I also know plenty of 30-year-olds who are subscribed to my channel and also are a part of the Patreon Discord that I'm in, and nothing is different. Their age does not say anything about their reading. So Ashley, my sister, asked, what book made you fall in love with reading? That would be Divergent by Veronica Roth. I loved this series. I read it in the 6th grade, and I was like hooked on reading. Audrey asked, do you find it hard to find time to read? I do, yes. Currently I am super busy. I work 4 jobs, 2 jobs that pay and 2 that do not. And so it's a lot of heavy workload I have. It's just, yeah, it's really difficult to find time to read. However, I've gotten into a habit of carving out time to read. Like, if there's a book that I need to read for a video, then I have to carve out certain times of the day that, like, hey, this is sit down read time. Not that it's hard, because I like to read, so I enjoy to make time for reading. But it definitely is hard to find time, because obviously life is busy and things happen, and sometimes it's just impossible to find time to read, I feel like. But I still find time to read. So to answer your question, yes, it's hard to find time to read. However, I always find time to read. Okay, Victoria asked your least favorite genre. My least favorite genre is probably historical fiction or nonfiction that consists of like biographies and history. I'm just not a big history person. I literally don't care for history. My husband, however, loves history, but not me. I'm not like a huge, I don't know what it is about history. It's not entertaining to me at all. Brandy asked for suggestions for people who don't like to read. I would suggest anything mystery thriller if you don't like to read, because those are always fast-paced, engaging, and just overall really entertaining, because there's never like dull moments in the story. I would recommend Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. I just read that. Also anything by Riley Sager, honestly, anything. All of his books are so good. The plot twists are insane. No Exit by Taylor Adams was really good. And thrillers are never like super long, which is always nice. They're usually around like 250 to 300 pages, I feel like, which is short to me, I feel like. But yeah, so anything mystery and thriller, honestly, but those I would definitely recommend because they're fast-paced and they're insanely entertaining. Okay, someone asked, do you have any instant buy authors? Yes. Riley Sager. Last question is, what genre of book is your favorite? So what genre is your favorite? This is a little difficult for me because I really like thriller, but but I also really, really like fantasy. I like going into different worlds with different rules and getting to learn how other worlds operate. I probably like fantasy more than thriller, I think. I'm really not sure, but those are my two. Like, I will read those all day, every day for the rest of my life. But yeah, that is all of the questions. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If I didn't get to your question, I do apologize. But if you really want to know, just message me on Instagram or comment down below and I will be glad to answer your question. I just was trying not to make this insanely long. Thank you guys again for 1,000 subscribers, and thank you for being here for this video. I appreciate each and every one of you so much, you don't even know. So yeah, thank you. I will see you in the next video. Bye!